Welcome to Aussie Golf Review. If you haven't watched our channel before, smash that like button.
Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button.
And what do you do with that bell?
And you can do something else so you'll receive all our current videos.
Is that bell?
Oh, the bell thing, that's right.
Down there after you subscribe.
I should watch more stuff.
Rightio guys, here we are at Golf Central tonight, and here we have the new Taylormade Players Cavity, fully forged, shot, fully forged golf club, made of 1025 carbon steel. Now, what's it called?
The P7Mc.
The MC Hammer.
Yep.
Now, does that, because it reminds me of actually quite a few different golf clubs. Yeah, you'll see in the close-ups. Look, it's a sexy looking golf club.
Yeah, no, it is a good looking golf club. First thought I was the original Nike Pro Combos.
Nike Pro Combos, that's one of them for me.
Yep.
The Taylormade TP.
Yes.
So the rack TP, I think they called it.
Yeah, the rack.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think they had a flow set, one that went from a cavity and one into a blade. I had the rack MBs at one stage.
Yeah, well they had the
rack
MBs
TP.
and they had, because they had a couple of different versions.
Because they had the rack LT and stuff at the time, but then there was after that they brought out a
Yeah.
cavity like that.
Because there was about 3 or 4 different ones in those, wasn't there?
So there was the rack blade, rack MB, LT and OS.
Yes.
And then I think the year after that they brought out the rack TP, which was that.
Yes.
It had a little bit of a different doobie down the middle there, but it was very similar to look at. But yeah, when I first saw it, so if you combine that with a Richardson 745 in the middle, so the weight shifting into the middle, along with the Pro Combo, that's about the iron you get.
But yeah, these are pretty good.
Yeah, look, that's going to suit bucket loads of people.
So, forged head.
Forged head, fully forged, 1025.
Same as the blade.
Same as the blade, same as Mizuno.
200.
2000.
2000, sorry.
2000 ton forge
so
or
basically
forge press.
the same metal.
It's literally the same. It's identical.
This one's pretty good. This would suit a lot of people.
Bucket load of people.
Yep. A bit of forgiveness in it. It feels good. It's got a nice feel to it.
It feels as good as a forged club does.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I'll say now, I've got a Mizuno version of that basically, right? So I've got effectively Mizuno's version of that. The MMC, the MP20 MMC. That head I don't think is as long as what the MMC is. Like that'd be something that, again, I haven't looked and I might put it beside it.
Yeah, you'd have to put it beside it.
And it will be by bugger all, but that's a good looking head.
Yeah, it's a good looking club. Like I said, Taylormade there for a while went to some clubs with a lot of stuff going on.
It's almost like they went too much tech instead of getting that better players.
I think at the time all the club companies felt that they needed to see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a bit like, we'll put all these different colours in and everything
tech.
else, and everyone will see it and go, oh, look at this club.
That's the new one.
It's got all this going on. But, a majority of people, when they've been playing golf for a while, like something that's reasonably plain.
Super clean. And you're right, it's visible tech or visible performance.
Yeah.
And again, Taylormade have certainly moved back into very good irons. I mean, they've had very good irons in the past, and I just think they were not lost, but to me, 760, which this basically replaces. Yeah, they
had the 750 and the 760.
So a couple of years ago, they had 730, 750, 770. So 750 and 770, they were both forged like this.
And I thought both of those were a move back into good iron.
Correct. Very traditional, very classy, very classic. And then the 760, which replaced 750 and 770, even though it was a forged head, it was a foam-filled head. So like you said about that technology, and it is a good thing. The issue is, to me, it didn't feel as maybe good as it could. So
I think sometimes with some of the stuff like that, is you expect it to be softer than what it actually is. Do you know what I mean? So these are all forged, and forged generally is a lot softer.
Yes.
You get those other ones and you fill them with foam and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, this is going to be super soft. And you hit it and it's...
Well, it's a different noise than what you're expecting.
Yeah.
So
you're
speaking
expecting this real... I suppose you expect like hitting a dull piece of rubber or something, don't you? Like a duller noise.
Correct.
Well, you get a little bit of a sharp sort of noise out of it, ting, and you sort of go, oh, I don't quite
So
expect that. But
speaking to your mate Ben Ike, and he had 770s previous.
Yep.
And then he got 760s.
He might give us a job now that he's got a good job.
Exactly. And Ben gives a call. And so basically, he said, I didn't like the feel of 760s much. Love the look of it, settle. They look good.
Who's looking for a halfback?
I'll have it.
Oh, maybe that's a whole story for another day, isn't it? Because most people watching this won't know what we're talking about. So
and people will be up us for talking about football. During golf related stuff.
But I'll have a hit of this one.
Oh. See, too long between hitting balls.
Oh, look,
but it feels
because it has been funny around the whole world. So obviously to get bits and pieces done and stuff. But what do you know?
I'd like to talk about the Mizuno thing, right? So 1025.
Yep.
Both 1025, this and the Mizunos.
Yep.
One's 1,000, so Mizuno's 1,000 ton press. This is 2,000. Maybe it's the copper inlay on the new Mizunos. I don't know. It's definitely a different sound and
Well, so you've hit them more. I've only hit those a couple of times.
I don't want to say that this isn't as soft as the other.
So you're currently using those.
Yeah.
So you get that. Yeah.
It's a different feedback. It's definitely different
when
feedback.
You compare them to the irons that you're using all the time.
Yes.
It's like sometimes when we test some stuff and someone will say, oh, this feels just like the whatever iron. You think, gee, I've hit 100 irons since then.
I think this is a more solid feeling. I don't want to say it's harder feeling.
I think it's
solider than the Mizuno.
Pretty good. I like the look of it. I reckon it looks pretty good.
Look, if I was to use something from them, this is probably what it would be. Yeah, see, you shape it both ways, you know what I mean? Like, you could do anything with it. And I would feel that this has a more solid feel. I don't want to say hard, but it's more...
Yeah, I know.
It's more solid.
I know what you mean.
I think.
Like you said...
But it's all perception.
Because it doesn't feel as soft as... So the ones I got feel really soft at the moment.
Yes.
I've got a bit of a cavity back in them and everything else. So they do get... they are quite soft. So everything you hit, it's always... But look, they feel solid.
Well, I think your steel is S20 or S25 or something.
I was surprised with that and the blade. For me, they both seem to still want to move forward a bit. So, you know what I mean? I tend to sort of pop a few of those.
Well, that's because you do get a bit toe draggy and in a bit of strife.
But they
stock shafts and these are just KBS Tour. These are just KBS Tour stiffs. It's actually in all three of the new irons.
And the KBS Tour shafts are good.
Yeah, no, they're a very popular shaft.
Any of the KBS Tour shafts.
Well, as far as I'm aware, so on the fitting end, you're going to have practically everything at no upcharge. You're going to have KBS Tours, you're probably going to have C-tapers, you're probably going to have DGs, you're going to have LZs from Project X, you're going to have Project X. You're going to have a whole lot of different shafts from a fitting standpoint that are going to work. So you just need to get fit. I like how they've gone to a bit of a throwback, like a lineage sort of thing there. You can sort of see there. Yeah, it's not much. I don't know.
It's a bit.
It's nice.
Bit of an old school cavity.
It is. Like, it's very simple.
It looks.
As where feels.
Yeah, so it's got a bit of an old sort of school. Because like I said, the original Nike Pro Combos, that's a few years ago now.
Yep.
That they were kicking around, and like you said, even the old rack irons.
Yes.
So, and which were very popular.
I just like how there's just no, and that's what I liked about the Mizuno stuff. It's never glary colours. That is just grey.
No, and
the whole thing is chrome. It's that simple.
And hard to find. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you can find plenty in blades, but if you need something above that, it's awfully hard to sort of find. And you know, unfortunately, some of those ones there for a while with the colours, they nearly look like kids' clubs.
A little bit. They're a little out there.
Nasty.
No. But again, companies need to do what they can do, right?
Companies felt that was the way to go.
34 degree 792.
I like they've toned it back a bit and starting to look more like
traditional loft. So
Clubs.
Mizuno, so 34 7-iron, 36 iron. The blade is 1 degree weaker than that on that sort of upper end, or at least that mid 7-iron, 6-iron. It's only 1 degree. You can custom it whatever you want to get your fitter, whoever. Talk about it.
If you find a good fitter, you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. That's a good looking club, Richo. Yep. That's a good looking club.
Yep. I like it. It's a very good looking club. Like I said, it's got a bit of forgiveness to it. It's good.
Lots of stuff coming out. So we've got new Richardsons coming out as well. So
yeah, they got new stuff coming out.
In the same line as some of the maybe the old Richardsons, but a little thinner. Yep, a little thinner. That's a good looking, better players cavity golf club.
No,
well done, Taylormade. Well done. I actually think that's a very, very, very good job.
That's what I'm saying. I've thought that the last few models are starting to move back to where they should be.
Yes.
What you'd expect.
What you would expect out of a better player's cavity.
Yeah, and I think that's why some of the other clubs people have very much taken to.
Yeah.
So if you have a look at companies like Richardson and companies where they go, here's the 3 irons, they cover the 3 different sort of handicap ranges, but they've sort of blended them.
Yes.
And even if you have a look at blokes like...
You basically could combo this with the blade very easy.
When who's the dude that won the British Open a couple of years ago, the Irish dude?
Shane Lowry.
Shane Lowry.
The British dude?
Yeah, British.
Oh, the Irish fella.
Scotty, wherever he was. But he had a blended set.
Yes.
So he had...
I think he had the 5 series in like the 4-iron or 3-iron.
And the 4 and 3 iron.
And then he had like the 7s.
5 iron.
Yeah, and the 7s down, then the blades in like 8, 9 down or something like that.
Yeah, so he obviously felt that worked best for him. But companies that allow you to be able to do that.
Yes.
The same with those. You could easily blend...
Oh, that with the blade very easy.
3, 4, 5, 6 iron and then 7 iron down or whatever you wish to do. So,
and the next one coming up, or the next one in the series, which is the 770, which is a new 770. It's a hollow head design, like the 790, just smaller.
Yep.
That would blend extremely well in the from 770 to 790. That'd be amazing. So 790 long stuff or longish stuff.
Yeah.
And then down into the 770.
Especially if you're looking at 4, 5.
Again, if you're probably
maybe
at that player level, like maybe yourself, who's sort of on the edge of going that, you know what I mean?
Sorry, mate, I thought there's someone else there.
You would lose distance going to this, right? That's probably the only negative. So if you went to a 770 or 90, you would keep that distance.
And it's always one of the things that we've looked at if you ever thought about changing clubs, is some,
well, you don't want to go backwards.
Like you don't want to go a long way backwards.
Correct.
Because as we all know, it's a lot different coming into a green with a 9 iron rather than a 7 iron, or a 7 iron rather than a 6 iron.
Correct.
You know, so
well done, Taylormade.
So all that
very,
you
very
need
good
to
job.
get out, have a hit with them,
fit,
see where
get
you
fit,
sit.
See those bad boys up close, because they are very, very good. But
take the old clubs.
Yes.
Make sure that because at least it gives you something to gauge on.
Correct. Test them out.
And then it's up to you what you want.
Correct.
If you're happy with the same distances, or whether you're looking at something a bit longer.
Beautiful, guys. That
clubs.
is a beautiful stick. Go check them out.
Yep.
Well done, Taylormade. Before the train comes.
Here comes the train.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Beautiful. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're
that's
a
what you
weirdo.
say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See you.